have to give you any lead up here, but I have a lot of questions. The first time David Arquette's name comes up is when?
What do you mean the first time?
The first time his name comes up as someone to bring in.
It was probably, and again, 13 years ago is a long time. If I had to think back that far, I would say the first time it was probably brought to my attention was probably by Paige. And it was probably Paige telling me, David Arquette loves a business, he's a big fan of the business, you know, we should do something with him type of thing. And I mean, that was really kind of long before anything took place. Mm-hmm. But he was probably the first one to come to me with the name.
Do you remember David's reaction to being told that he's going to get the strap?
I wasn't the one that told him, so I don't know what the initial reaction was.
Who tells him?
Whoever was the agent of the match. Oh. Yeah.
Reaction of the other wrestlers when they find out what's going to happen.
Again,
or if they
nothing in my face. I mean, that's just the way it is. You know.
How about Paige? You mentioned Paige. This is something I guess he's on board with.
Yeah, he was cool with it. Paige was cool with it.
He was the champ, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Did it accomplish what you wanted?
It accomplished exactly what I wanted. And again, I've told the story 50,000 million times, okay? We have David.
So let me interrupt you since you did it. Let me ask you a better question.
Go ahead.
Because I did ask you a question that's been asked 50 million times. You're on the cover of USA Today.
Thank you.
All the newspapers.
Yeah.
You transcend wrestling, which is that very...
Well, not transcended it. Right then and there, I think I killed the business forever.
Depends who you talk to.
Right.
Wrestling transcends its own borders and grabs the national attention. The very elusive thing that wrestling always tries to do, time and time again, Mike Tyson or Lawrence Taylor, whatever. You do it. Is there a fear and a legitimate criticism that, what's next week?
Not at all. That's all confidence. That's all confidence. My whole philosophy when I was booking was I didn't care what we did because the next week we would top it. I was never afraid of any angle. I never held back because I had enough confidence in myself that next week we will top this and the show will be better.
Are you surprised by the criticism that this gets?
Yeah, because I was surprised of how many people actually believed that wrestling was real. Yes, that surprised the crap out of me that there were that many imbeciles walking this planet. Yes.
Do veterans and the people now that are extremely critical of this, the old guard, do they say anything to you at the time?
Absolutely not. Absolutely.
Even outside the company, like you get any phone calls from a Bruno or a...
No, absolutely not.
Was this supposed to be a one-shot deal, or does something not work out?
Something not work out. It was money. It was money that I really had nothing to do with, but it was contractual.
What would you have wanted to see Savage do there if you had him for a longer term?
Just put him in the spotlight again. But again, you know, you got to put Savage in the spotlight of what was realistic at that point in his career. I mean, really, I love taking these, I don't need legends. I'll use the word legend. I love taking these legends and putting them on a pedestal. I mean, I love doing that. I was a fan of theirs. I think they deserved it, and that's what I was always trying to do.